Hello everybody, it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan. Okay, I am getting set up here. So we are going to use the iconic Imagery bundle today. It's a stamp set and dies, and they're online exclusives, so you can find them on our online store. I'm pairing it with shaded spruce and pecan pie, and then I'm adding in some of the Nature Sweetness Designer Series paper, pecan pie cardstock, and basic white cardstock. So first what we're going to do is we're going to die cut and cut out and stamp our images. So I am going to bring in my mini cut and emboss, whoops, as I knock over the speaker and all that good stuff. Okay, so first out of the basic white, well, let's start with the pecan pie here. I'm going to cut out, I'll show you here. We're going to have our pecan pie cardstock, and we're going to use the label die, the large label die, and we're going to cut that out. There's that piece. And then we also want to cut the small and medium label. So this one and this one. And then we're going to do one more, but we have to stamp first. Okay, they were sliding there for a minute. So we have our little label, our medium label, and then I'm going to stamp the tree stamp here, and then we will die cut that out. I want the solid tree first, which is this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first stamp that there, and then I'm going to come down here and stamp it again. Okay, because I'm going to use the lighter one, I think. Actually, maybe we'll use both. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, so then I'm going to come in with my outline. Just go right over it. See how it gives it the shading? Oh, I like both of them. Yeah, let's use both of them. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then before we die cut that out, let's go ahead and do what we're going to say here. And I'm going to put love the season. So love will go on the little one, of course. And then the season will go on the medium one. the season. Perfect. Okay, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and just die cut out these 2 trees, and then we'll make our extra wide bottom gift bag. Okay, so the stamping's done. Let me grab a piece of Post-it tape so that we can make sure that that tree stays nice and aligned. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's one tree, whoops. And then let's do just that other one just really quick so that we can layer them upon each other. I think that'll be pretty. Oops. I knew it moved. Okay. And last one. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to move all this off my desk, and we are going to get our paper trimmer out and start scoring our gift bag. Okay. So I have my paper trimmer here, and you need 2 pieces of the same designer series paper, and we're going to cut both of them the same, score and cut both of them the same, okay? So on the one piece, we want to score this at 6 inches. And at 11.5. Okay. Then you're going to rotate your paper where that 1/2 inch is at the top, and you're going to score it at 6.5. And then you're going to flip it over and score it at 1 inch. Okay. Then I want to put my 1/2 inch back up at the top, and we are going to score it at 3 3/4. Just making sure I got that right. To this second score line. So let me show you. I'm going to just fold it in half so you can see it. So 3 3/4, and we're going to score it from there. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing on this other piece of designer series paper. So we want to score it at 6 inches. At 11.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to put the 1/2 inch up at the top, and we're going to score it at 6.5 inches. Then we're going to flip it over, score it at 1 inch. Okay, then we're going to put the 1/2 inch back at the top, and we're going to score it at 3 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to that second line. Okay, so that's all of our folding and scoring. Now we're going to need to burnish and trim our pieces down. Okay, so let's go ahead and burnish this. You know what I did? Uh-oh. I should have had this up at the top. Hold on, let's step this back just 1 second. Oh no, I did it right. I did it right. Okay. I thought maybe I might have done it wrong. So don't panic. Don't panic. We got it right. You'll see when we cut it here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, let's first, let's bring in our, let's fold where that little piece goes there, so that we could keep track of that. Okay, what we're gonna do, oh, you need to have it on the right side, Chris, is, okay, so it's 5.5. So at 2 3/4 right here, we want to go from that line to the corner line. And this is going to make it so that it folds flat. And then I also am going to score that up and down. Okay, let's do the same thing on this piece. So we're going to go 2 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and score that down to 2 3/4, and then from corner to corner. It's hard when it's on white paper. And then okay, so now we have all of our scoring done. Now let's trim our piece of paper here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut off this bottom 1/2 inch rectangle. And we're going to cut both pieces the same. And then we're going to tab this side. And we're going to cut off the top rectangle here too. Okay. Then we're going to just go at a V here and cut that down. And I'm going to go at a V at the next score line as well. Okay. And I'll hold this down so you can see it. And then we want to cut up this intersecting score line. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just a tiny bit and cut on the other side of it, and then cut on the other side going the other way. to give it a little bit of room to move. So you have a little bit of a gap in between the score lines. And this is what I mean by that. See how there's a little bit more of a gap? That's how we're going to cut both pieces. Okay, so let's do this to the second one. We're going to cut the rectangle off like this. Just like that. Just like that. Then at the score mark, we're going to just cut a little bit of a V on both score marks. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to cut on either side of the score line to give that little gap all the way to that intersecting score line. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, remember, we folded these, or scored those the opposite way. So those should fold right down. And I'm probably going to put a little bit of glue once I get this, the bag glued together. But I wanted to show you how it goes together. So we're going to take and put our tear-in tape right here on our tab. I forgot to score this, it looks like. Okay. So I want to put tear-in tape all along that tab. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. Then we're going to take the release paper off. Come on. And we're going to line up our other piece with the score lines. Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to fold this in like this and take the release paper off this one. So like this would be great for like a mug or a candle. Okay. Because it's nice and large. So let me show you how this is going to go together. This is going to fold in just like this. And it folds flat for your gift box. So let's go ahead and add glue on the sides. Wait, make sure. Is this my front? Oh, I almost did it wrong. That's my front. This is my back. Okay. And then our front goes down. Just like that. And then I'm going to turn it on its side, or on its top. And I'm going to run my bone folder down, whoops, down along it. Just to make sure it gets nice and glued down. Okay, now let's do this again, because you want it to fold up. get into place. Okay, and then I'm going to come through and I'm going to cut these at an angle all together so that they're the same. And for some reason, that one's overlapping a little bit, just like that. Now, I'm not going to put my ribbon, well, actually I am, because I'm going to do a ribbon handle. But I am going to go ahead and glue these down. So let's go ahead and open up our gift bag and go ahead and glue these down. And then we'll decorate it with our images. Okay, so now all of our sides are glued down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from here to here. So it's 6 inches. So at 2.5 and 3.5, that's too close. Let's do 2 and 4, and we'll do our holes for our ribbon. 2 and 4 inches. So I'm just going to hold those together and come in and punch for our ribbon. Okay, and then let's get our ribbon out here. I was thinking it would be, where is it? Oh, right here. Hold on, I'm looking to see. Actually, this one would be the best. So let's see. I want 2 pieces that are 14 inches long. Okay. Oops. And then you're just going to thread them through. And I'm going to just do a knot at the end. And you're going to do that on both ends on both sides. I'm going to do twice just to make sure that it doesn't go through. And then there's one. But these are always great to make, especially if you have extra designer series paper laying around, to make for the holidays and have them ready for your gifts. So it's good to start now. So what I like to do, and what I'll probably do here, is take some of my retired designer series paper and just start making a few. And having them just in a box ready, because I'll show you again, it'll fold up. Okay, so let's go ahead and decorate this really quick. So what I was going to do is put love, this season. And we're going to glue that one down just like that. And then I'm going to come in with my dimensionals. And we'll add this one using a dimensional. And I'm just going to kind of put it off to the side. And then I'm going to add these using a few dimensionals here. But you could do this assembly line process and get a ton of gift bags done in a short period of time. So I'm just going to add that there. And then again, it folds down so you could just have them in like a little basket ready to go. So that's our project for today, you guys. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, my creative peeps, I will see you later. Oh, I did want to mention that on Wednesday, I will be going live at 1 o'clock instead of at 4. But then the rest of the week, it'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.